Hello everyone, thank you very much for the chance given to me. I'm Eka Jantari from 5C class of English Language Education. Now, I'm going to talk about e-learning class design and development. The first one is I'm going to talk about online learning. Online learning is a learning platform which is presented online and use electronics by computer and computer-based media in the learning process. Here, online learning can be divided into two kinds. The first one is synchronous learning. The synchronous learning is an online learning is a learning which is happening in the same time. It means that the teacher and the learner are communicate in the same time based on the schedule. So if the teacher in the real time of the schedule by online doing the online learning, then the learners should be communicate and learn each other in the same time of the schedule. So the synchronous learning can divide it into two. It called as on-site and online. Okay, next is the second type of online learning, asynchronous learning. This asynchronous learning is an online learning which can be happening not just in the real time of the schedule. It can be happening in the different time of the learner and the teacher. This asynchronous learning is more flexible than synchronous learning. The example of this asynchronous learning is when the teacher away from the school and then she or he give an assignment to the student or to the learner by online. For example, using Schoology, the teacher will upload the material in the Schoology, then the student who is situated anywhere in the world can access the material in any time, anywhere, day or night, based on the due date that have been given by the teacher. Next is about basic features of LMS or Learning Management System. The first one is announcement. Announcement is the place where the teacher communicates important updates to the class. So here the student can get an information from the teacher. Next is syllabus. Syllabus is an essential component of the course environment. Next is course email. Course email is correspondence between course members. Next is lesson. Lessons is content section usually organized by topic. And then discussion forums. Discussion forums is an asynchronous communication tools that follows for the exchange of ideas through the use of a message board format. After that, there is Dropboxes or assignment upload. Here is a digital space in which document, presentation, or file can be uploaded by the student and accessed by the teacher. And then resources. Resources is a source where the student have been got the material. And then gradebook. Gradebook is a tool that displays student attendance, participation, readings, and assignment and project grades. Here are the examples of a good introduction writing. In the arm of this introduction writing, here a greeting from the teacher. He or she say, "Dear student," and then he or she welcoming the student and introduce the course. And then here are the introduction of the first meeting, and the last it should be a signature from the lecturer or the teacher. The next is about attractive online learning. Why online learning should be attractive? Because the students easily to be bored. So the student or the learner should be attract uh, should be fun and feel comfortable in learning. So the online learning should be attract the student interest in learning. Here are the elements that needed in attractive online learning. The first one is visual design online. It's about the design and the color of the design, how the teacher make the design look fun and make the student excited to learn. And then page layout. Page layout here means to the line length, justification, heading, and subheading. And then third is text. The text here such as typefaces, type size, type color, the content of the text, the material, and etc. And then next is graphic element. Graphic element is such as a symbol and icons, and also bullet and numberings. Uh, and then here are the example of the attractive online learning. Here is the design. You can see the design, it full color, and it will be interest for the student or the learner because it's colorful. And here the point of ideas with of the material. And then online learning activities, types and tools. You can see here in the table type of activities, class discussion. This is the variation of activities which building a class community, question and answer, weekly topics, discussion, which can be participated by pairs and also full class. So the tools here used is discussion forum. The next types of activity is journal writing. This is the variation of individual reflection, teacher reflection, or modeling. So here the participant that can join this kind of activity is individuals by using tools block. The next type of activity is shared knowledge base. Here, the variation of collaborative glossary annotated bibliography, which can participate by group to class, and the tools used is wiki. Next type of activity is practice exercises, which a variation of multiple choice and self-assessment, which can participate by individuals to pairs. The tools used here is testing or quizzing. And then projects. Projects here is a variation of group project presentation or group research project. The participant that can develop here is individuals to pairs to class. So the tools here that can be used are multiple options such as work groups, wikis, blogs, or discussion forum. The last but not least, type of activities here is receptive activities. This is the kind of variation teacher students audiovisual presentation, course readings, miscellaneous audios and videos. So the participant that can be involved here is individuals. The tools that use here are PDFs, podcasts, YouTube, Google, presentation, and etc. Next is about optimized discussion. How does the teacher optimize the discussion? The teacher should set up the topic by creating a forum in the discussion board. It may be a question to a class or a topic for conversation. Each forum has a topic, title, and topic posting. The teacher then makes an instruction for the learner to do a discussion. The learner then should reply to the forum topic posed by the teacher. Each reply contains a subject related to the topic and a message. The class members reply to each other threads. Next is about a resource, learning resource. There are so many kinds of learning resource, but here I will mention three kinds of learning resources. The first one is text-based supplemental resources. You can give the learner a handbook or a journal or article to improve their material, and then the next resource, it can be image such as photos, screenshot, graphic, illustration, and etc. And the other resource, it can be audio on video. You can citate the link in the material that you will give to the student. Next is assessment in learning online teaching and learning. Assessment rubric of speaking skill. Here I give an example of assessment rubric of speaking skills. As usually here are the aspect of the speaking skill. They are pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary, fluency, and idea. Here are the descriptor and the point or scores that according to the descriptor of the student. But if here is an online teaching and learning, so the other assessment that should be assessed on the student are the participation in discussion and how the student when the student upload or do the assignment. Next is building online course. In building online course, there are three basic elements. The first one is learning outcomes. Here is means that a process that creates the course and programs which follows through on their promise. The learning outcomes will be identically and clear guidelines for development online course. And then the online syllabus. Online syllabus, they are the categories such as the title, course, name course, the description course, objective course, evaluation plan, grading, and course outline, and also etc. The last but not least here is the course outline. Here, such as a calendar and a to-do list, present a sequence of events, assignment, activities, and etc. And then last but not least, here is online lesson. So here is the example of online lesson. You can see in slide. Here is the greeting from the teacher to the student. And then here the introduction of the meeting. What should the student do in this meeting? And then the require of the student, here the require, and the teachers wishes for the student. So I think that's all from me. Thank you for your attention and have a nice day.